And these processes have made me really interested in artistic methods as a way of producing knowledge. And so over the years, I've also become interested in what ways artists' methods can have a real impact on society and also on policy making.
Each grew from the specific context and relationships we built, but all share a commitment to making space for different ways of knowing and being in relationship with forests.
It's part of a continuous thread that flows through Chrysalis Arts Web for around 20 years now, when we started to explore ideas about slow art.
Like, where can you find the shared kind of endeavour, really?
This unremarkable wood was remarkable in that its structure told a story.
Takes this idea of a very small location as a platform that can generate, even despite being very small in a very remote part of the world, can generate a lot of impact through the idea of it being there.
We draw inspiration from thinkers who help us stay with complexity rather than seeking easy answers.
In the woodlands, like I said earlier, was like its own little sort of safe space. I mean, the wood itself is a big character, I think, in the whole thing that we're doing. You know, the sort of energy, the spirit, if you like, of the actual wood itself, I think for all of us was just a really healing place to be.
I've really enjoyed it. I think it's just been really interesting seeing how contemporary artists interact with ecological issues and sort of like reaffirming the importance of contemporary art and how it is a means of getting people to understand those issues. I think it's really interesting. Yeah.
The one thing, when I first encountered the artistic community, you lot scared the life out of me. I thought you were dreadfully elitist. I thought you were an impenetrable community. I was extremely wrong. In the last 2 years, I found a very welcoming community to a jobbing ecologist.
And to bring artists and to use arts and culture and science to help develop more resilience in the community.
In our own practice, we often talk about tree time, a non-linear temporality rooted in ecological processes rather than human urgency.
Cooperation and collaboration are really, really important when it comes to working with contemporary landscape issues. So I'm really excited to explore that now that I've been here. So.
At the moment, the world really needs us to think a lot bigger and much more consequential. So we have to argue that our work is essential for thinking about things in new ways, because so much thinking is so kind of limited in boxes. The holistic thinking that artists do, the critical thinking that artists do, is incredibly important right now.
But also, I thought that what you did was very different. I thought what you did and what I did was very different. But what I've come to understand is that the artists that I've met, they undergo training, they become expert in a number of methodologies, they apply those methodologies to the world, and they present the results of that inquiry to the world. There is fundamentally very little difference in process between what you do and what I do, and I think that allows for quite a comfortable, allows me to be a co-creator along with artists in quite an interesting way.
So how have you found the symposium today?
Really good, really good. I think it's the breadth of the speakers has been fascinating. I wasn't entirely sure what to expect, but I think from the first speaker to the last one, it has covered so many different aspects of ecology and art, and it has really got me thinking. I realise sort of how insular my little creative practice life is, and I love that sort of local to global phrase which we heard from the first speaker, and that's going to stick in my head.
For a long time, I've not really seen much of a distinction in terms of the arts and the sciences and the ways. They're just different sort of lenses to investigate things through.
Yeah, I think for me it's been about connections and connecting with some artists that I've met before and kind of reaffirming those connections, which have been really nice.
Very freeing, moment of time to do something a little different and think about things in a different way.
Woodlands contain a multitude of human and more than human histories, and are sites where the climate crisis, the biodiversity crisis, and the crisis of community all intersect. As artists, we must turn our skills towards these spaces, not as saviors, but as good neighbors. Woodlands are remarkable only so long as we treat them as other. Making them unremarkable may be the very thing that makes us humans remarkable again.